established businesses struggle when growth arrives because informal systems, founder bottlenecks, and cultural inertia collide with new demands. Without structure and visibility, risk multiplies. The right shift brings process, accountability, and cultural alignment. Growth is the moment many leaders secretly crave and fear. It is also the juncture where established businesses struggle when growth arrives. After years of steady trading, trusted routines, and a tight-knit team, the demands of scale expose gaps that were previously invisible. The difference between momentum and mayhem is whether those gaps are closed with urgency. The comfort of the early years is earned. Loyal customers return, word spreads, and a familiar way of working becomes the company's backbone. Processes live in heads, not handbooks. Spreadsheets hold the truth, and everyone knows who to ask when something odd appears. It functions until the very success it nurtured pushes beyond those limits. Then a catalyst lands. A major contract, a new market, an investor's money, or the first serious succession conversation. The clock speeds up, and business as usual stops being safe. Decisions need to be sharper, information cleaner, and delivery faster. It is here that businesses struggle when growth accelerates, because yesterday's operating model was never built for tomorrow's volume, complexity, or scrutiny. Scale changes the physics of work. What worked for 15 staff falters at 50, because dependencies multiply and the founder can no longer be the universal problem solver. Finance that was good enough becomes hazardous without forecasting discipline and cash control. Teams once empowered by autonomy now feel overwhelmed, not because they lack talent, but because priorities outpace process. In this noise, businesses struggle when growth exposes fragile decision rights, unclear ownership, and mismatched expectations. Culture often resists before systems do. The refrain of "we've always done it this way" collides with the need to modernize. Long-serving staff can feel displaced by new tools, metrics, and leadership styles. The founder's intent may be honorable, but the organization hears disruption before it hears opportunity. No surprise that businesses struggle when growth collides with legacy habits and unspoken loyalties. Risk hides in the rush. Hiring ramps up before roles, accountabilities, or success measures are defined. Costs rise faster than revenue because the actual price of scale, systems, training, management capacity, was never modeled. It's at this point that the Icarus paradox comes into play, as success can become the very cause of failure. Leaders push harder, burn hotter, and defer the operating redesign that would actually reduce the load. This is where businesses struggle when growth outruns planning. Effort is mistaken for leverage, and cash becomes the unintended casualty. The remedy is deliberate structure without bureaucratic drag. Processes must be documented and owned, decision rights clarified, KPIs selected for signal, not vanity. Financial visibility should shift from retrospective reporting to forward-looking control, focusing on key metrics such as margin by line, cash by week, and capacity by team. Culture needs straightforward narrative and practical guardrails. Preserve what made the company distinctive while setting expectations for how it now performs at scale. That balance turns informal excellence into repeatable delivery. Ultimately, growth is not a bigger version of the past. It is a different game with different rules. The leaders who win name the shift early. Bring the right operating cadence and align people around clarity, not heroics. They understand that businesses struggle when growth is treated as more of the same, and they act before cracks become chasms. If anything I've written in my blog post resonates with you, and you'd like to discover more of my thoughts about why businesses struggle when growth arrives, then do feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or call me on 0777 25 88024, and let's see how I can help you.